Why are you here?
For the planet.
For the planet?
Yes.
Are you concerned with climate change?
Yes, definitely. It's a huge problem in our world that nobody really cares about.
Today I'm here because I feel passionately about the climate change issue, the impending disaster that we are headed towards if we don't actually take drastic and immediate action to actually combat it. And one of the reasons that I'm here is to actually promote the 100% Clean petition, which is an initiative which are trying to get signed by absolutely every person on Earth, to insist that global economies transition from being reliant on energy systems which are dependent on fossil fuels and become 100% reliant on renewable energy.
And you think that's an objective that's doable in what kind of time frame?
Well, our hope is that we can transition by 2050.
2050.
To be honest, if we could get it done any faster than that, that's obviously ideal. If we get it done yesterday, brilliant. But the reality is, of course, we're dealing with politicians, we're dealing with policymakers, and we're dealing with bureaucracy. So on a global scale, nothing's going to happen that fast.
You feel angry and concerned with stakeholders that are not seemingly taking this serious, not taking this into consideration when making political decisions. You feel that is that is not a responsible way of running an economy and a country. So that's, of course, both concern and anger. But I also feel cautiously optimistic because people on the grassroots level are getting more and more engaged.
I think a lot can be done first by stopping subsidies to fossil fuels, creating renewable energy, researching more into renewable energy, investing in renewable energy.
Is climate change taught? Is it a taught subject?
Not really, because our teachers don't really care at all.
Even your geography teacher?
Our geography teachers do care.
Okay. And so do you feel that people are aware of climate change or not?
In Hong Kong,
yeah.
I really don't think lots of people really care about it.
They don't care? Why don't they care?
I mean, it's a materialistic world. Well, it's a materialistic city. If they get money, they don't really care about anything else.
Can we solve climate change with money?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know.
I mean, there's no business without environment consideration or climate change consideration.
Yeah.
So they might deny it yet, still now, but I mean, obviously, yeah. So, but it's up to us also to demand for it.
Yes.
As individuals and as consumers and as citizens, we have to move and ask for it. The framework of everything we do, education, business, whatever we do, should be environment. It's not an option. It's where we live.
So you were also taking pictures of the climate march.
I was today.
Why is that?
I was covering it for Coconuts Hong Kong.
Coconut Hong Kong?
And it's an online news and entertainment website. And since I thought this was an important event, that I would cover it so that readers can learn about it. Because so often people don't hear about rallies till after, right? So, unfortunately. But so at least you can have an impact after by documenting it, showing people that other people care enough to get out of bed on Sunday.
Was it an important event?
I think it's important in that Hong Kong shows it's part of this international movement and that people care. I think it's cool that young kids show up. You don't usually see that, right? Yeah.
How do you feel that you can have an impact on climate yourself?
Well, if I can participate in protests to convince people that it's a problematic situation, then I think that can help the world.
They can help?
Everything that I've learned of human nature is that we are very much, we'll wait and see. We don't act until there's an immediate threat. I mean, it's the exact example of, like every time there's a war, we make terrific innovations in how we kill each other, and then that gets evolved and developed into something that's economically and environmentally sustainable. There's always a way of evolving that, but it's always under great duress that our greatest innovations come about. And so I think that the way that humans are programmed is to
just react,
mire and wallow and complain until we actually realize that we have no other option. We have to act.
And that's the case now?
Completely. Yeah, definitely.
We are living in a butterfly effect situation, which means that we can make big changes, but make a big difference now. So now is the time to do it. Carpe diem. Seize the day.
No snowflake in the avalanche ever feels responsible. So, it's the idea that each and every incremental action that's taken by each and every single individual person on Earth does actually add up. You may feel that you're one drop in the ocean, but that one drop in the ocean does have that ability
impact
to change the world.
So what do you believe this kind of protest can do?
It can galvanize people. It can bring people together so they know they're not alone, and unity is strength.
And do you have a message for the other demonstrators around the world for today?
Solidarity from Hong Kong.
Thank you very much.